Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Today, we've got very good news for you. We're going to explain the processes that you can follow yourself. If you got a social work degree or you got experience of working in social work outside the UK, I'm going to explain how you can apply for UK visa for yourself. Some agents are currently charging up to £12,000. In my view, that is exploitation. The reason they are able to exploit people is because people do not have information. But today, we've got somebody who's got a lived experience who was able to apply for visa from Zimbabwe herself, and she didn't go through any agent. Without wasting your time, she's going to explain the process to you. She's agreed to come and speak to us today because she wants you, our audience, to have this information. So without wasting your time, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, Francis. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Tendai, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Tenda, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming to speak to us at the Launch Club. So, without wasting the audience's time, when you decide you want to leave Zimbabwe, can you please explain to our audience what were the practical steps that you followed before you arrived in the UK?
Well, I decided in March that I wanted to leave Zimbabwe.
March last year?
March last year, 2022. So I had to write the international English test.
Okay.
After passing that one, the next step was to register with Social Work England.
Okay.
So I contacted Social Work England. And after that one, I started applying for jobs. Well, you come up with a CV, of course.
Okay.
For that, you compile a CV. Then I then started applying for jobs on Indeed. I got a job, was offered a sponsorship, and applied for a visa, and now I'm here.
You make it sound very easy and simple.
Easy.
Okay, I'm glad you're saying that because a lot of people do not believe that they can actually do this thing themselves. So let's break it down. What you said. You say you went. The first thing you did was to write the English test.
Yes.
How much did that cost you?
Costed me 238. 238. It was $238.
Okay. So you did the exam, $238. You passed. $338. You passed the exam. Okay. So the next stage was to contact Social Work England.
Yes.
Okay, and you told them I've got a social work degree. I'm interested in registering in the UK, right?
What you do is you open an account.
Okay.
You submit all your documents.
Okay.
So you start by the registration process, whereby you send all your documents, the required documents.
Okay.
You see. So they'll be asking for information as you go.
Okay.
They'll be asking for your employer's email, your council's email.
Okay.
Yeah. In your lecturer's email as you go, you with someone to contact from the school.
Okay.
To confirm that you learn to that school.
Okay.
Then they will let you know if you have. Well, they'll let you know that they approved, if they approved. So it takes about 3 months. It took me about 3 months. For some, it takes about 4 months. For others, it takes about 5 months.
Okay.
You just have to be patient.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then what? No, you go ahead.
So after the process, after the registration, then I started applying for jobs.
Okay. On Indeed.co.uk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Indeed.
1 minute. Guys, if you're watching from abroad, so what our sister Tenda is saying is that Indeed.co.uk is a job site. A lot of the jobs in the UK, they are advertised on Indeed. So you can find a lot of job there. And one of the things that Tenda is going to share with us is when you first found the job that you're currently in now, did they specify that they will offer sponsorship visa?
No, it was not on the job description or job offer benefits. They didn't indicate that there will be there will be sponsorship. So I had to ask during the interview because I said, you are aware that I'm in Zimbabwe, right?
Yeah.
And that I would need sponsorship for me to come work in the UK. So they confirmed that they do offer sponsorship, even though it was not on the job advertisement.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Guys, I've got a quick appeal to make. The idea behind Launch Club Media, it transcends individual. Okay. We are here doing everything we can to bring you information so that you can use this information to improve your life. The only thing that we appeal to you to continue to support and encourage and motivate us is to share our videos, comment on Facebook and YouTube, and share our videos. Okay. So if you know anyone who has a degree in social work, who is interested in coming to the UK, this video can be the breakthrough that the person has been praying for. We're giving practical steps here of how you can actually do this yourself. Okay. When you see this video, please watch this video, share this video to anyone that has a degree in social work. I myself have been practicing as a social worker registered in the United Kingdom for more than 10 years. Okay. So I've worked here. If you have any questions, I will be able to answer you. I'll be able to guide you. Send me any questions. I'll be able to answer you. So Tenda, thank you for that. So we want to talk about CV because the way people do CV back home in Africa is different from here. How were you able to overcome the CV? Because the employer, they don't know you. The CV will tell them who you are. So how were you able to overcome that?
Well, the only way you can get away with this process is by asking.
Okay.
So I had a friend who was also working on the process of coming here. So he had done his CV before me. So I asked him, how do I go about it, coming up with the CV? And he showed me the format which is expected. So that's the format which I use.
Okay.
Coming up with my own CV.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's how I came up with the CV. So we'll share information. The important aspect about this process, you have to ask.
Okay.
You have to ask people who have done it before.
Okay.
You also have to research.
Okay.
You can Google some information. But the only thing you can do is to ask. You ask people who will lead you. They'll tell you what they have done.
Okay.
Instead of giving out money for the things that are so easy to do. So you can ask.
Okay. Okay. Are there forums, networking site that anyone who wishes to migrate to the UK can join that they could help them with information?
Well, I understand lately there have been groups, WhatsApp groups, whereby people will share information. So some people they don't find them helpful, others they find it helpful. But for me, it was quite helpful because you get information in that group. Then if you make use of it, you read and you ask people who are already here, how did you go about with this? What does this mean when you're preparing for your interviews? Because for any interview itself, you have to prepare, you have to know the process.
Yeah.
So you have to ask.
Yeah. So
I asked, and yeah, people will take it too.
Okay.
Some will be busy, but you just have to read and also make use of the platforms that are already there.
Okay. Okay. I would advise if you're thinking of coming to work as a social worker in the UK, there are a lot of forums for social workers on Facebook. You can look at Facebook social work forums and join them. One thing that I think our audience are dying to know is the process from what you said, the first, number one, English test.
Yes.
Number two, Social Work England registration. Number three, start looking for jobs on indeed.co.uk. Okay. When you finally before you got the job, the bedrock of social work practice in the United Kingdom for a child and family social worker is the Children Act 1989 and 2004. In Africa, people don't know anything about this legislation. How were you able to navigate it?
Well, like I said, I had to ask.
Okay.
I asked my friends who are already here.
Okay.
Because some of this information is shared on WhatsApp groups.
Okay.
So I was getting some documents.
Okay.
You say read over this, read through this. You have to get the knowledge of what expires in England.
Okay.
So I had to read over all that. You have to read.
Okay.
You have to do a lot of reading, but it's worth it because now I'm now putting that into practice.
Okay.
I'm now applying all those knowledge.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah, you just have to read and also to ask. But you can also find that on Google. You search the UK's legislation.
Okay.
You get that.
Okay.
They use.
Okay.
You get all that information from Google.
Okay. Guys, if you are thinking of coming to work as a social worker in the UK, working in children and family, I would suggest you go on Google, as Tenda has suggested. The key things you need to know is Children Act. There is Section 17, which is about supporting families and children and their family, while you have Section 47, that is about risk of harm. Yeah, they've got working together document. If you type in what I've just said, the Children Act 1989, Section 17, and Children Act 1989, Section 47, it will give you the breakdown. You can get this information at your disposal. So, Tendai, you finally got the job. What were the process that you followed to apply to get the visa to come to the UK? How long when you receive your offer of employment? How did you actually get to the stage of having the visa in your passport? Do you have to go to the embassy in Zimbabwe with the letter of employment? How did you get the visa?
Well, when I got the offer letter, the employer applies for what they call sponsorship.
Okay.
So there's a number which they will give you, which you have to put on your visa application.
Okay.
So I went to the visa application office.
Okay. In Zimbabwe.
Yeah, in Zimbabwe. You do everything like in Zimbabwe.
Okay. So from when you applied till the day you have the visa on your passport, how long did it take you?
Well, I think for me it took me 12 days.
12 days?
Yeah, it's maximum. For others it can take 2 weeks. Others 3 weeks, so it all depends. But you have to be patient in this process.
Okay.
It's all about patience.
So in 12 days you got your visa from the day you submitted?
Yeah.
Okay. And you came straight to the UK?
The UK. And I was ready to come.
Okay. Guys, I just want to summarize what we've said so far. The processes that Tinder has kindly explained so eloquently. The first, number one step, English test. Do your English test. Number two step is to contact Social Work England. Social Work England is a regulatory body for social work practice in England. Okay? You contact them to register with them. Number three is to start looking for jobs. There are lots of sites where you can look for job. Indeed is one of them. CV Library is another site that's very popular. If you type social work jobs in children and family practice in England on Google search, a lot of them will come up. Okay, these are the three steps that she's explained. So Tendam, our audience would like to know, when you got to England, what was the experience like?
Well, at first I was anxious. This is a new place. It's a new place for me, new people, new everything. But then when I started working, and the people were very supportive, very, very supportive, and the manager's been so good. So everyone at work, they're very good, very, very good. They've become more of family. And also the lady who took me in, I'm so grateful. And until now, I'm very, very grateful. She was there for me. She was supporting me. So since then, she helped me to look for accommodation. And you can still look for accommodation while you're still in Africa.
Okay.
It's not easy, but you can secure accommodation while you're there. And you can also try securing for accommodation when you get here. It all depends.
Okay.
Yeah, it has been quite good. Good experience with supportive people.
Do you think you made the right decision? Okay. For anyone watching who is interested in coming to work in England as a children and family social worker, the starting salary, I don't know what tender salary is, but the starting salary, you can Google, it's about 35,000. Some local authority pay more than that, but the starting salary is about 35,000. So tender, if there's anyone who is watching now who is still saying, I don't believe I can get visa myself, I've got a social work degree, but I don't think I can do this, I need to pay an agent £12,000 to do it, what would be your advice for them?
Well, provided you're social worker, I urge you to do it, because I did it. I didn't have any agent. I did everything on my own. It was not simple, but then it was possible for me, so it's possible for anyone else. And you won't regret it. You won't regret coming to the UK. actually a good experience.
Okay.
There's a lot to learn.
Okay. So it sounds like what you're saying is that if you have to do everything again, you will do exactly the same thing.
Exactly, I would do it.
Okay. I hope you have found this podcast useful and the information that we shared, you have really keen to the information. I just want to summarize what Tenda has said. Number one, English test. Start from that. Number two is to contact Social Work England, the regulatory body for social work practice in England. Number three, start looking for jobs. Make sure you work on your CV before you apply for any job, because the prospective employer, your CV is what they will see before they see you. If you need any help, find help from people that are already in England who can help you with CV. I hope you found this video useful. If you're not already following us, please follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. We're doing everything we can to give you the information so that we can remove the middleman, so you don't have to spend £12,000 that you don't have. Share this video to anyone who is a social worker who is interested in coming to work in England in children and family practice. Continue to support us, continue to show us the love. Thank you for all your love and support. Tenda, it's been a pleasure seeing you, and thank you for coming to share your experience with us.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
For
Thank you.